If you put that ice cream in your mouth, you're gonna be in big trouble, young man.
Hello friends, and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact, and it's totally science. Pretty please, just go ahead and look it up. Today we're jumping into rSlash Tales of Neckbeards. Yes, indeed. It's a relatively short story, but I found out yesterday that I talk a whole lot, or maybe I just read really slow. I put it in a read time estimator and it's like, oh, 10 minutes. And really it's probably going to be like, 30 minutes or so. I don't really know, but I'm just doing the best that I can, flying by the seat of my pants. I guess that's how most of us live our lives. Imagine walking around with a plan or something like that. Those people. Anyways, let's get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way before I completely lose my mind, and then we will dive right into some neckbeard cringe. Neckbeard and the Ice Cream Social, or alternate title, I Scream. Hey everyone! YouTube came through for me today and introduced me to ReddX. Hey! Thanks YouTube algorithm, doing his thing. I hope you left a comment to help me out, pushing these videos out there. And his amazing dramatic readings of neckbeard tales. Indeed. I've had fun listening to everyone's tales of horror, woe, and neckbeard baiting. That's the good stuff. Oh, bless us, St. Adelaide, Our Lady of Beard Slaying. So I figured that I would throw my own tale, or two of my own tales, into the ring. Anyways, let's begin the story. Setting, a churchyard in the south in the middle of summer. OP, 26 female, a former weeb with a fully functioning personality and social skills with a regrettable choice of dress for today's events. It was an event. I was allowed to dress up, and I wanted to look pretty. No one can hold that against me. You damn right, OP. Nobody ever tell me it's because of what she was wearing. No, it's because you're a degenerate. Unfortunately, this dress also made OP the target of the neckbeard in this tale. And then we got our neckbeard. We'll call him Ice Cream Beard. That sounds fun. The bulbous, nauseating, and revolting 35-something man-child who thought that I would be the lady of his neckbeard dreams. Oh boy. It all began in the summer of a year, not 2020, that I would really like to forget. I'm a bright-eyed grad student taking some time off for the summer because school is hard and I am tired. You deserve some time off, take care of yourself. I was looking for something to do during the summer, outside of just watching YouTube videos until the wee morning hours and playing Civ 5. Nice! That sounds like the ideal summer to me. My grandma informed me of a charity event that was being held in her neighborhood. It was for the local church and their homeless shelter. I was on board for the cause, and I overall liked the idea. And once she told me that it would be an ice cream social style charity fundraiser, I really liked the idea. Hell yeah, bro. Charity's cool and stuff, but I really like ice cream. If you're not familiar with an ice cream social, then I'm sorry, because they're a lot of fun. I don't go to anything with social in the title. I'm sorry, except social media sometimes. Basically, people just all eat ice cream at a party. Or in this case, ice cream for money and for a good cause. I got in contact with the team running the fundraiser and got assigned the job of Sprinkle Station. Hell yeah, Sprinkles. The stations went something like this. Station 1, information on the event, cool facts, and other nice things that the church does to help the community. Station 2, ice cream galore. Every flavor that humanity has ever created. It was a beautiful sight. Yo, hook me up with some pistachio, OP. That's what I'm about. Either that or vanilla, because I suck. Station 3, napkins, spoons, forks. I don't know, but you do you. No shame. The hell you need a fork for? I guess like banana split or something. And also wet wipes because it's summer and we've got ice cream. Things are going to get messy. Station 4, my station, sprinkles and other assorted goodies to top your ice cream. Ooh, give me them Oreos. There were 3 copies of stations placed around the churchyard because no one wants to deal with like a mad rush of hungry people all coming to your place at once, and it would help to break up the flow. Now, since it was a church-based event with an old-fashioned twist, the volunteers were encouraged to dress as nicely as they could while also minding the weather. Again, it is summer in the South. We are hot, and heat stroke is honestly a killer. God, this one's topical too. We're dealing with a typhoon here in the Philippines, so it's like raining and also hot as hell. And I hate it. Guys did not have to dress in a suit. Girls didn't have to wear a dress. And everyone just had to remain as cool as they could while they sling the icy treats wanted by all. Especially me. Now I'm hungry. I gotta eat before I edit this. We would have tents to cover us from the sun, and fans and more umbrellas than a tacky island-based bar, but it never hurts to remind people to remain cool. I decided to try and dress nicely because it is a church, and I don't really get that many opportunities to dress up. It was going to be a pretty day, and I wanted to break out of my normal jeans and t-shirt combo. You know, let a gal dress up. That's right, OP, invest in yourself, you know? I had a dress in mind, a pretty white sundress with blue flowers on it. The dress of my dreams. Sundress, it's always a good pick. Be still, my beating heart. To add to it, I decided to wear my favorite gardening hat. A sun hat with a pretty black ribbon on it. It was a gift from my mom when we first started my garden, and I love it very much. Oh, and OP has a garden? You know she's a good egg. That's how you know. To top off my outfit, sensible shoes and a pair of lace gloves that I will admit were an impulse purchase from Amazon. I've never worn lace gloves, and I probably never will again after this encounter. Those poor gloves took the brunt of the abuse. May they rest in peace. Looking cute and also protected from the sun, I was ready to serve sprinkles and everything else that these guests could want. The day of the fundraiser came, and as expected, it was hot as hell. We came prepared with sunscreen, our fans, tents, umbrellas, people scattered to the shade like cockroaches. When all the spaces were occupied, they contented themselves with the shade under the magnolia trees. Oh, that sounds so nice. As the event went on, everything went pretty smoothly overall. We only ran out of 2 flavors pretty late into the fundraiser, and everyone was well behaved and overall cool. I was doing all right and making pleasant conversation with people who wanted their sprinkles, or jimmies, as one gentleman insisted I needed to call them. Whatever, man. I got no skin in the sprinkles v. Jimmy debate. You do you. That's right, and don't ever tell me how to fucking do me, alright? I call them what I want. I can call them fairy farts if I want. You want them to get called Jimmies, then go back 50 years and head down to the soda jerk for a malt. Fucker. That makes me so irrationally angry for some reason. Sometime around 2, maybe 3, it was then that I saw, or rather smelled him. Yes, that's right, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Oh my god, I love that. It was our neckbeard. Ice cream beard. Granted that it was a hot day, and people did sweat. I was not prepared, though, for the assault on my senses. Imagine, if you will, oh no, here it comes. A toilet broke down in the middle of summer. Then you throw that toilet in a hoarder's house and just let it stew for 50 years. Oh, God. That's good. I think they call it jankum. The fermentation of what had to be waste or something rotting wafted in my direction. Damn you, wind. I scanned the open field where we worked, and it was then that I saw him, the neckbeard. He, unlike everyone else who wore cool or weather-friendly clothes, was dressed in sweatpants. Make sure you dress up. Oh, these are my best sweatpants. He also had boots, not uncommon for the area, but with sweatpants, bruh. And he also had a strange black and white hoodie. I wasn't able to see it because he stood at a distance, but the second he and I locked eyes, he made a hasty, hefty beeline run towards me. Effectively cutting off anyone from the much desired sprinkles, or jimmies, or fairy farts, whatever you want to call them. And when my line and everyone else got a whiff of that neckbeard smell, they instantly decided that sprinkles were really overrated. And went on to greener pastures. Take me with you, you bastards. Don't leave me here alone. I'll give you sprinkles. Hope he's killing me, man. Anyways, my desperate looks at all the passersby went unanswered, and I was left alone with Ice Cream Beard. Now that he was up close to me, I could finally see what strange hoodie he was wearing, and I held back a tiny gasp. Y'all, he was literally wearing an Ahegao hoodie to a church ice cream social. I love it. Oh, it's too good. Had I been wearing pearls, I would have clutched them. That hoodie at this place with children around? Like, fair, the kids probably, hopefully, don't know, but you never know with some of the parents or outside influences that these kids are getting. Hell yeah, dude, these kids get on the internet, watch a little bit of ReddX. They know what Ahegao is the next day. Google's right there. I'm sorry in advance, children. I was puzzled. I mean, I know what it's like to have a clothing item that makes you feel good, but I do not understand a fucking Ahegao hoodie. Regrettably, I wasn't able to hide my recognition of that damned hoodie because I was not expecting it. If you're on the internet long enough, you'll run into this horror before long. Look, here it is. Here's the sweater. If you didn't know, you know now. You're welcome. Ripping my eyes away from the foul article of clothing stretched over a bloated stomach, I focused on the face of the beard who stood in front of my station. He was severely overweight, with a pubic-like beard over his triple chin. His face was so oily that I wondered when the drilling operation would start. America gonna invade your face, bruh. Sweat came from every clogged up pore and ran down his red face like Niagara Falls. His eyes were bright as he scanned my entire body, from my face to my chest. Thank God the table was at waist height. The beard smiled and tipped his non-existent hat towards me. "Milady," he said in his best "I'm a gentleman" voice. "Sprinkles, sir?" I replied, diving deep into my retail days to resurrect my best damn customer service voice. It was cold, inhuman, and did a damn fine job in repulsing many who wanted to strike up a conversation. Tragically, the neckbeard survived it unharmed. He chuckled at me. I never knew a chuckle could sound so damn greasy, but it did. "What's a girl like you doing in a place like this?" "I'm fucking working. What's it look like I'm doing?" was the venomous phrase that was poised on my tongue, but I was bound by social standards not to be rude. So instead I answered back, helping to raise money for charity. If you'd like, you can go to Station 1 and pick up some great literature on our event today. No, seriously, go to Station 1. Never come back. Please go away. He, of course, did not go to Station 1. The beard parked himself on the folding chair. How that chair survived, I don't know. It did make me want to go out and buy that type of chair, though. It survived an utmost quality test. It was then that Ice Cream Beard started to pelt me with questions and other statements.
Do you like anime? Did you read manga? That's a pretty dress. You should wear it more often. You look dainty, like this elf princess. Oh, God.
Elf princess. I can't. It always gets me. Yeah, insert a reference to some fucking anime I never heard of before, and after hearing him describe her,
big chest, big hips, strictly hentai,
I knew that I didn't ever want to. My responses to those things were as follows. Meh, nah. I thought those were good responses to give. It was a clear indication that I was not interested and did not want to talk to him. Unfortunately, what I said translated into Neckbeardian as, anime, that glorious and wondrous invention that has brought ink and paper to life? Of course I do. Perhaps we could explore a romantic series together. Oh, I do so love to spend hours diving deep into tomes of superior Japanese literature. Teach me your favorite, senpai. Thank you, sir, for commenting on my state of dress. I did spend hours agonizing about what to wear in the event that I would have the mere chance to be held in your gaze. I'm so pleased that my garments have met your approval, dear sir. An elf princess. There it is again. Dear sir, surely you would not compare me to thine waifu. What shall the people say of you betraying your lady love for a normie such as I? Ask me not to trod on your reputation, my love. He grinned, and I could see his plaque-encased mouth. Ugh. I was overtaken by the sudden urge to do shots of mouthwash and pour bleach directly into my eyes.
I see you're a woman of culture,
he spoke, in what I can only assume was his idea of a flirtatious manner. To me, it sounded vaguely like when an engine has trouble turning over in the dead of winter. That's the Neckbeard voice, all right. While I pondered how this animate tub of bad fashion choices managed to make a noise like that, this fucker grabbed my hand. He held it in his sweaty palms and attempted to kiss it. I say attempted. Beardo's idea of kissing a gal's hand was essentially to just slobber on the whole thing. I thought he was trying to eat my hand. My pretty lace gloves, they never stood a chance. Drool seeped into the delicate patterns, and I knew there was no going back. The neckbeard had marked me. I recoiled from all of it. When my senses came to, I pulled my arm back. He looked at me with a mix of confusion, longing, and a third thing that I'm not really sure what it was. Horny. All I knew was that I wanted out. I turned on my heel and completely abandoned my station. The pleas of the neckbeard, who now found himself slightly wedged in the folding chair 2 sizes too small, fell on deaf ears. I peeled off my glove and its pair and threw them into the trash. Goodbye, fair gloves. You shall be missed. A worthy sacrifice. I marched to my car, texted the event coordinator that the heat was getting to me, and that I was going home to relax. They understood. It was late in the day, and the event was almost over. The neckbeard never found me again, to my utter relief. When I went to go visit my grandma again before classes started in the fall, she spoke about some neighbor's nephew, who had met a pretty girl, who had volunteered at the event, and he was intent on asking her out. He'd gone to the event organizers asking for my contact information, and they gave him the brilliant excuse of, she was a walk-on volunteer. We don't know who she is. Excellent. I salute you, event organizers, whoever you are. And that is my neckbeard story. I got a couple more from my life, and if you guys want, I will totally share my tales. Oh, please, OP, the way that you write, just beautiful. Absolutely had me in stitches, and this is a nice break from like the heavier forms of cringe that we've been getting lately, so I'm definitely grateful to you. I am sorry that the gloves had to go bye-bye, you know. But that's better than accidentally, like, you know, getting your hands slobbered on. Then you gotta, like, bleach your hands, soak it in battery acid. It never turns out well. I can tell just from the story that you are indeed a good noodle. You know, volunteering at events, having your little garden, playing Civ 5, hey. Unfortunately, that does make for classic neckbeard bait, but a little bit more fortunately is the fact that you got out mostly unscathed. I definitely hope that you'll share some more stories with us. And also, tell me what kind of ice cream he was eating. I'm probably going to post a poll as soon as this video goes up about some possible neckbeard ice cream flavors, because I seem to get pretty good responses for them polls, you know? Stuff that I never would have considered. I asked about neckbeard instruments in my last poll, which was interesting, and some great stuff got brought up, like harmonica, a lute, maybe pulling out his beard strings and sawing on them like a violin or plucking them like a harp. Oh, these comments make me crack up, man. I definitely hope that you guys will leave some comments of your own. Let me know what you thought about this story. And also, like, comment, and or subscribe. Pretty please, if you haven't already. As always, I appreciate you guys taking the ride with me. Share this video around and have somebody else take the ride. That is always helpful. We got so many links in the description. There's also social medias down there, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, Patreon, and you're seeing some names on the screen right now. I'd like to thank them all, but especially ZeroMMX, Lady Nix, Robert Waite, Cider Drinker, Tato Ferret, The Last Shinobi, Aaron W, John Hero, Candy Sora, Fire Drake, Little Lone Wolf, Miss Monday, Silent Revolver, JM Coon, Leon Embers, TSM Kirby, Redwind, Synaptic Boomstick, Jerry, Staples, Yeet, Cake Jerry, that's a different Jerry. My boy Nat One Nick, Brilliant Tamago, that big delicious jelly donut, the one and only Livison, the OG James Cook, Aaron Lennox, Serrated Ash, the Maestro Zuka, A Roxers upped their pledge today. Hey, definitely appreciate that. John Indoors, he in here, Princess Rosalie, what up? Zatharus, thank you so much. Vanilla Mel showed up yesterday, and today we have yet another friend joining us, Syed Step, which is absolutely killer. That's 2 days in a row that we got some new patrons, and I am definitely appreciative for that. My motivation for this channel is already huge, but those patrons make it go sky high. Absolutely appreciate it, you guys. If you can join these lovely people in supporting, then that is massive. I thank you very, very much in advance. But if you can't right now, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just want to thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope that you come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow, because really, the views is how my beard gets buttered. In order to join us again, you need to keep yourself safe out there, wash your hands, super important, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe watch some more ReddX videos. Yeah! Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely, definitely deserve it. I will see you in the next one. And until then, bye-bye.